Southpaw Slick, live from work. And the question of today is, what do you think about the incel black pill community? So we'll get to that. Well, to get this out of the way, incel and black pill are not necessarily synonymous or interchangeable. There are similarities, though. There are similarities. And the main similarity is them bowing out of the dating game. Out of the dating game because of an inferiority complex. To an extent. Like I stated previously, basically, black pill is what you graduate to from incel. If you're still sane, at least somewhat. Now you can become like an angry incel, like the guys that go on a fucking killing spree. You know, like one of those kind of dudes. When you get that Ted Bundy syndrome, that's when you like angry incel. But my thoughts on the black pill community, that's a good one. I like that question. And the reason this question was even brought up is because a couple of people have noticed that I mention black pill and incel pretty frequently in my videos. Even when I like proof watch my videos, I notice myself saying that as well. Now, when we're talking about the black pill community, my main issue with them, before I even get into that, speaking of black pillars, wheat waffles and face and LMS. If there's anybody to listen to that's part of the black pill community, it would be those two. They actually make really good content, and they're not like super crazy, or they're a little bit more logical than most black pillars. But they still subscribe to that same belief that women prioritize looks over everything. Exactly that, LMS. Looks is first, money is second, and status is third. That's what they believe. Now me, I don't agree with that. I really don't. I don't think looks is top priority. And that's because of what I've seen over the years. Allow me to explain. With women, let's say women that are above average. You know, like women that have exceptional beauty, or like 8, 9s, and 10s. You know, the cream of the crop, right? I've seen women like that with ugly dudes. And I'm talking about dudes that are objectively ugly. You know what I mean? You definitely see that. Huh? Yeah, we're talking about something different. Like I said, so you definitely see that. So that's why I don't believe that. I'm saying, like, when it comes to women like that, even dudes that are considered attractive, those kind of women, most guys don't even approach. Why? Because they assume they're going to get rejected, or they assume that she already has somebody because she's so good looking. You know, it's like the halo effect, right? But what I've noticed, especially during my adolescent years, my teen years, the ugly dudes were actually confident enough to go up and approach them. And they got some play too. They have the confidence, the assertiveness. Those are all masculine characteristics, right? And even some women say that an ugly guy is more manly looking than a nice looking dude. So that might have given them a leg up. But what I'm getting to is confidence trumps everything, even money at times. Because even now, even in my adult years, I've seen ugly broke dudes with pretty women because they had the confidence, they had the swag. They might have been a local celebrity, somebody that's well known, that has a good or infamous reputation, depending. So I'm saying, looks is not number one. Looks is definitely not number one. Now, don't get me wrong, women do like nice looking men. Perfect example. I said, let's think about LMS, looks, money, status. We're going to celebrities. Who are like celebrity guys that women really like? You have Brad Pitt. You have Idris Elba. You have Tyrese before the crying video. The crying video fucked them up a little bit as far as like women's view on him. But let's say those three guys, for example. Yes, they have looks, money, and status, right? Money is very important. Money definitely makes up for shortcomings tremendously. Like, money is what women probably prioritize the most. However, I've seen women say, like, dudes with money, like, so let's say like somebody like Nick Cannon, even though he's getting a lot of play and knocking up all these chicks, I've seen women, like, in the past say that even though he has money, he's still corny or he's still lame. Like, he's not a vibe, or he has no swag. So it doesn't work all the time. Another thing I said with some of these broke guys, they might even get a pass because they might have something that money can't buy. You can't buy vibe. You can't buy swag. You can't buy confidence. And I know some people are going to try to debunk that one. Does money give you confidence? Yes, absolutely. But it's a false sense of pride. It's not genuine confidence. You can't buy genuine confidence. The status thing is hit or miss. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It does matter as far as, like, societal perception. Like, when a woman is walking with a guy, it's like, if he's known or has a good reputation, of course she wants that to rub off on her as well. But it's not a necessity. I'm saying, as long as you have what she needs, that particular woman, and that particular guy can offer whatever she's looking for, the status thing doesn't matter as much either. So I'm saying, so the looks, money, status thing is not really 100% legit. And I say 100% legit because there is some validity to it. I'm not going to say what they say are completely, wrong. It's like they are right to an extent. Looks does matter. Women do appreciate a nice looking guy, right? But like I said, it doesn't matter as much. I think money matters more than looks. And I think confidence matters more than both. Now, I'm not saying to be out and about bumming and being broke and not getting your money up. I'm definitely not encouraging that. Like I said, definitely get your money up. You don't want to be living off a woman. You know what I mean? I mean, I know some dudes, they wouldn't mind having a sugar mama or whatnot. Shit, the sugar mama would be great, right? But ultimately, as a man, you want to make your own money. You get what I'm saying? Like, I said, definitely. Like I said, confidence trumps all three to me. I'm saying, if you're confident in yourself and you know what you can offer outside of those three, and a woman finds it appealing, because some women will find it appealing, you can beat the odds. See, and that's the problem with most incels, TFLers, and black pillars. is that they believe they need a trump card. A trump card is mandatory. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, if you lack something in multiple categories, let's say you're broke, you're unattractive, and you're not known, or you're like flying under the radar. You need to be like Biggie, big, black, and ugly as ever. However, that's the thing. A lot of you guys don't have an however. I said, me, myself, I'm not the richest guy. I'm not in the best shape, but I still get women. Why? Because I'm confident enough to get them. I have something that money can't buy. I said, I have intelligence. And no, I'm not going to say educated, because educated and intelligent are two different things. But that's a different topic for a different day. I have intelligence. I have a good sense of humor. At least I think I do. I make people laugh pretty frequently. I'm passionate about music in particular. You can even say video gaming, but you know, a lot of women don't want to hear about video games, so don't talk about that. That's why I said I have stuff that money can't buy. And that's what you guys need to do, is find that however. Big and black and ugly as ever. However, I stay coochie down to the socks. That's it. That's the main thing. That's my advice to all the black pillars, to all the TFLers, to all the incels. Look at what you don't have. Reevaluate that. Look at what you do have. See what you can change if it's something that's not appealing. And find that however. You have a however. It's all about discovering what it is. It even took me a long time. It took me a long time, you know what I mean? Like I said, yes. I lost my virginity, or I got my V card swiped when I was 15, right? But I still didn't get play like that. You know what I mean? I didn't get play like that. I got, you know, a couple of women, a few women during my teen years. But I said I didn't really start getting play until, tell you the truth, like really get play, I'll say it's like my late 20s and 30s. That's when I really started getting love like that. So that's why I know about this shit. I've been on both sides of the fence. As far as like the guy that was like lame and women were avoiding, to the guy that women were flocking to. You get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you might not get it right away. I said everybody doesn't reach the finish line instantaneously. It's not about who gets to the finish line first. It's about who stays in the race to get there. And that's the thing with black pillars and TFLers and incels. They're willing to bow out. Basically, it's the tortoise and the hare. A lot of those guys, they chose to be the hare. They just want to rush to conclusion. Okay, I'm a fucking loser. Not saying it like that, not blatantly, but using some kind of euphemism. I'm a fucking loser and I'm just gonna bow out. That's how they look at it. I'm saying the dude that tries to find his however, that's the tortoise. And that's the guy that's going to make it to the finish line and get his just reward. So that's my take on the black pill ideology, the LMS, looks, money, status thing that they really, you know, try to push. And like I said, I'm not against it 100%. They're not 100% wrong, but they're definitely not 100% right. And that's something that a lot of people, like when you like get involved in the black pill community or watch black pill content, that's something you should always have in the back of your mind. They're not 100% wrong, but they're not 100% right either. And another thing I want to bring up with everyone, both men and women, the question I ask, or better yet, it's not even a question, it's more of a statement. Actually, you know what? We're going to say it is a question. Who are your 3 celebrity crushes? We're going to say 3. Who are your 3 celebrity crushes? I'm going to give you some time to think about it. Okay? All right. You should have it in mind right now. For people that actually played the field a little bit, or had some kind of sexual encounter, or encounters, better yet, out of all the women you slept with, or for the women, all of the men you slept with, how many of those people actually look like your celebrity crushes? Probably not many, right? Exactly my point. Just because you want a certain thing doesn't mean you're going to get it. And the reason why I bring that up is because a lot of guys settle when it comes to getting a woman because they believe they can't do better. And that's fair because, you know, some women can make it difficult for men to date, right? Like I said, men have to date what they can. Women can date who they want. Most of the time. Not all the time. But the reason why I brought that up is, okay, you as a man, 3 celebrity crushes. When you really sat back and thought about all the people that you have had sex with, got tongue twisted, all the people you had sex with, probably the majority of them didn't look like any of those 3. Why? Because you got what you could get. You got what was available. You got who was willing. Now, let's reverse that. You don't think women get the same way? You don't think they get desperate at times? You don't think they get lonely at times? You don't think they need to get their rocks off at times? That's what I always say. Women like sex just as much as men do. They just go about it differently. The thing is, women have to get a vibe first before they give it up. Us, we don't need that. But at the same time, there's moments where women got desperate and they'll take who they can for the moment. Because something is better than nothing. Once again, debunking actually all 3 of them. Looks, money, and status. If there's a guy she finds appealing enough that doesn't look like any of her 3 celebrity crushes, she's probably going to give him some play. And that's something you got to think about. Women are just as drawn to sex as men are. Women fear rejection just like men do. Women get lonely just like men do. Probably even more so, because that emotional need is stronger with them than it is with us. So probably even more so. And that's something a lot of these black pillars don't think about. Actually, I think most men don't think about, including myself, until years later. I just wish I thought the same way when I was younger. But like they always say, hindsight is 2020. With age comes wisdom. Not all the time. There's some people that's just as immature now as they were when they were younger. So that doesn't always apply. But that's how it should be. With age comes wisdom. So really, think about that. Everything I just mentioned in this video, especially this last part right here, about the 3 celebrity crushes, and what I've said from then on. You're going to look at things a little bit different now, possibly. And if you do, I think it's safe to say that the mission was accomplished. Double L7. Southpaw Slick. I'm out.